I'm at Meisner Park in Boca Raton, downtown Boca Raton, here in Florida, just like the sign says. And today what I'm doing is I'm vlogging with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which I just got. And let's find out, is this camera worth all the hype or not? My wife got me this camera as an anniversary present. Our anniversary is next week, 28th anniversary. And the reason she got it for me, a friend of ours, Mike, vlogs, and he did a vlog for the first time using the DJI 3. And my wife was so impressed with the video quality, she got this for me. So this is the first time I'm vlogging with it. We'll check it out and see how good it is. Of course, Christmas time, Black Friday, actually, the day after Thanksgiving. Christmas tree and palm trees. That's Florida Christmas for you. I don't know how tall this tree is, but it's really pretty. Big star on the top. This must be the Instagram chair. Looks like they're a little late taking this sign down, unless it's for next October. It says Friday, October 25th, which was over a month ago, 7:30 p.m., Halloween party with Tiffany at the studio. I don't know why they haven't taken that sign down. Maybe they're just impressed that they had Tiffany here. I don't know. I rode here today on my Vespa. I live not too far away from here, so it was a quick ride. It's a Vespa 150 red. It's a special edition, so that I can get the red seat. The thing about the Vespa, everywhere you go, you get comments. People are always asking about it, want to talk about it. And it is a really cool scooter. This guy that just came up to me asked if I was selling this scooter. I told you, people are always asking about the Vespa. Most of the time, believe it or not, the most common question I get about the Vespa is how much you pay for it, which I never tell people how much I paid for it. Probably paid too much, but it's worth it. I love it. You know, it gets 102 miles a gallon. The Shade Store just sells shades, which is amazing. You can have a store that sells shades, because you would think these days most people would just go to Home Depot or something. This is really weird. This is the second time I've seen this in the last just couple of days. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm talking about in a minute in this sign. Bark in the Park, December 3rd, 5 to 7:30. Holiday happiness for the hounds. Bark in the Park spreads seasonal cheer at Meisner Park. Celebrate the spirit of giving with your furry friends amidst twinkling lights, home decor, and a pet-friendly Santa. That I've never seen before. Bring your dog, or I guess your cat, or your sugar glider, or your rabbit, or whatever. I guess hounds, it means dogs, to sit on Santa's lap. But it gets a little weird. Look at this. Sample complimentary small plate appetizers and cocktails. Okay, that's good. But look at this. Music and entertainment. Dog psychic. Dog psychic. So they're actually going to have a psychic that is going to tell you the future of your dog. That is really weird, and that's the second time in the last couple days that I've seen dog psychic advertised in two different places. Is that a new thing that's going on, dog psychics? And the pet-friendly Santa, that's strange in itself, but with the dog psychic, it makes the pet-friendly Santa look kind of normal. You can tell this is a really fancy outdoor mall. This is not your normal strip center. I mean, look at that dress. This is surprising. On Black Friday, you would think a restaurant would be packed. But I guess people pigged out yesterday on Thanksgiving, and they're not up to eating today. But they're definitely expecting lots of business. Maybe tonight. But that's a lot of empty tables. Up there, those are very fancy apartments that people live in, and pretty wealthy people at that. And even some celebrities from time to time have been known to live here at Meisner Park. One thing I've noticed about the camera, it works great. The gimbal seems to be working fine. I am recording in 4K 60, by the way. But when you are not filming, and if you keep the camera on, I have a tendency to put the camera down to my side and walk, and then I notice I get a warning from the gimbal. So I'm assuming it's not good for the gimbal to walk around with it like that. The stage is much bigger than I thought now that I'm here. The Boca Raton Museum of Art is right here in Meisner Park. They get some pretty good exhibits from time to time. And it's a pretty nice sized museum, too. Almost every time I come here, this restaurant is something different. Now it's Strikes 10 Bowling Sports Lounge. This is probably the 5th or maybe even 10th restaurant that this place has been. I don't know why they have such a big turnover of businesses in there, but they do. All right, this is the exhibit that's coming November 7th till March 30th. Splendor and Passion, Baroque, Spain, and its Empire. Now, my wife will most definitely want to come and see that. You know, it's a rich, fancy area. The guy that I just passed was on the phone talking to someone about 28 days in rehab. We have 2 of these Sloans in Boca, and the ice cream is really amazing. And you can see, very cool. The microphone I'm using is not the DJI that comes with the Osmo 3. I did not get the Vlogger pack. I just got the base camera that it comes with. This is the DJI One, which I've had, and it plugs into the back of the camera. So that Vlogger package seems to be like a ripoff. That's where they're really making their money, because most of what's in it you wouldn't use. If you already have the DJI mic, which I have, this fits into my iPhone, everything, you don't need to get the Vlogger package because you already got the mic. And the stand that it comes with, I bought a stand for, I don't know, 10 or 12 bucks on Amazon that I have attached to it so I can set it down somewhere and talk without any problems. And this mic works spectacular on the camera. I was so happy that it fit and I didn't have to buy a mic. So I don't think the Vlogger package is really necessary. The number one thing people forget to do when they're on a scooter is get their keys. Because they leave the keys in the ignition, get all their stuff together, and then they walk off with the keys in the ignition. I see that all of the time. I'm at the mall now, so when I'm at a place where I'm going to have it parked for a while, I put that cover on the seat to cover up the red seat so it's not so obvious, because I find a lot of times with the red seat just out there, people want to take pictures for Instagram or whatever, and I'd prefer them not to be sitting on my Vespa. And I haven't seen anybody do it with the black cover on it. And then I have this cable that I put around the back tire, so it won't wheel away. And also the front tire's locked too. So, I mean, if you had two strong guys, they could pick it up and put it in a truck and drive off, but the wheel would still be locked, and it'd be a little difficult for them. The parking here is out of control at the mall. This is the Boca Town Center Mall, and it's Black Friday. I get it. And a couple people wanted that spot that I got that I was waiting for, and people tend to get really pissed off if you park a scooter in a car spot. Well, I got to park somewhere. I can't help it that the spot is big enough for a car. There's nowhere else to park it. But people do get really ticked off at that for some reason. I don't know exactly why. I'm not zooming, I'm just moving my hand close. You can let me know what the quality of that is in the comments. Oh, those sprinklers feel great because it's hot. The Boca Town Center Mall is the opposite of a dead mall. Whatever a dead mall is, this is the complete opposite. Now, it's Black Friday, so a lot of malls are busy today that may not normally be busy, but this mall is always busy on the weekends. And this is a fancy gelato store. Last time I was here, I got gelato. It was amazing. Although the cone I got, which was this cone, it was $12, which seemed a little excessive, but it is Boca. This is Neiman Marcus's Christmas window. You know, when I see all these YouTube videos about dead malls, the common idea is, well, you know, the malls are dead because of the internet. People are shopping on the internet. I don't think that's the case. I mean, look at this. This is the... Now, it's Friday, Black Friday. This is how busy this mall is on any given Saturday or Sunday. But I think the reason that most malls are dead malls isn't the internet. I think it's just neighborhoods change. The demographic in a neighborhood changes. The economic level of the residents of a neighborhood changes. Things like that, I think, are why so many malls die. Now, this area, Boca, is a really fancy area. So people like to come out and shop. No interview. Elvis Costello, Paul Stanley from Kiss, Wentworth Art Gallery, selling their art. Now, this is really cool. It's a school of fish swimming around in a circle. Louis Vuitton. And then across from Louis Vuitton is Gucci. Look at that window. That is amazing. Then Gucci over there. A Porsche. Now, this is what I really don't get with this Porsche. This is the ugliest color I've ever seen on a Porsche. And obviously, the car dealership has brought the car in here. Don't you think they would want a Porsche that people are going to be like, I want to buy that? Who would buy a Porsche this color? Would you? And it's just $133,000. Think they could knock something off on that for this? I don't even know what you would call this color. And then next to Porsche Cartier. Paris, London, New York, and Boca. A Florida snowman made out of carpet. Tiffany's. Now let me try zooming, which I've not done yet. There we go. So how does that look zoomed in? This is as zoomed in as it will go. And then that's out all the way. But it's a nice Tiffany. Looks just like the one in New York. I'm really reluctant to walk to my Vespa because as soon as someone sees you walking in the parking lot, they start following you in their car because they want your space, and I don't want to be rushed. Now, I will tell you, the Osmo 3 here is pretty awesome. I like it a lot. I know I did a vlog not too long ago with the Canon PowerShoot V10, and at the end of that vlog I said, this is going to be my main vlogging camera. Well, I'm going to have to scratch that and retract that statement from my earlier vlog. This camera is absolutely amazing. I thought my arm would be tired holding it for as long as I have, and it's not. And the fact that I can plug in my DJI One microphone into it, and I just got the camera by itself without any of the extras, and I'm getting this kind of a quality picture and sound, that's enough. Now, the Canon PowerShoot V10, I'm still going to use that, because with that one, I don't have to bring the mic or anything. It's just point and shoot without anything else. So if I'm ever in a situation where I don't want to bring my mic, I'll probably bring that one. Or if it's going to be somewhere where I think the gimbal might get damaged on this one, I'll bring the Canon PowerShoot. But this is definitely, the DJI 3 is going to be my go-to camera. My name's Brian. Let me know your thoughts on the camera in the comments. If you're new, subscribe. I'll see you next time.